What's up guys? Welcome back! The Super Nintendo or SNES style Joy-Cons are finally here. Although it's not entirely first party or even licensed third party, but that didn't stop JYS designing these little bad boys in that coveted Super Nintendo look. I mean, Nintendo was just a little bit too late, like 3 years too late, right? But then again, who was waiting for Super Nintendo style controllers anyways? So JYS went ahead and even chucked out that NFC chip and instead injected these things with just about every Amiibo data out there. Meaning, you can keep your favorite Amiibos boxed, just like my Mr. Game & Watch over there, and still use them by using these Joy-Cons in your favorite game. So I'm going to take a look at these guys today, tell you all the ins and outs, and basically if they're worth a pickup, as we're going to take a look at the JYS Joy-Cons for Nintendo Switch. Let me start off by saying that today we're going to focus on the JYS Joy-Cons for Nintendo Switch, but they also just brought out a new wireless Pro controller for Nintendo Switch and PC, and there's an option of buying these things together as a bundle. I believe it's even knocking off more of the retail price. They sent me over this review sample. I've yet to check it out, and I'll be sure to cover this over on the channel in a little while. So with that out of the way, let's have a look at this packaging. And what do we see? We see for the first time ever, I believe, in JYS's long lineup of products that they've gone for this screen at the front side. And I guess that is because, unlike most of the accessories, the Joy-Cons come in all these official colors, and they also offer all of these colors and this one. For some reason, this Super Nintendo color is not yet featured in this image. Doesn't really matter, but at least you can have a look at what you're getting. Now, on the box itself, it does mention it has the vibration mode, which translates to rumble, right? It's not HD rumble, but rumble all the same. It has a turbo function, something you won't see on the official Joy-Cons from Nintendo. It has the gyroscope and Amiibo data, something to which I referred to in the introduction already. Not to confuse with an NFC chip, that one is not present here. These things are injected with Amiibo data for good use. So let's open up this bad boy. There's one clip at the top. And there we have it. I have a little manual. Well, little. This thing is as hefty as it gets. Guess that's just all the different languages you get there. But it's for sure a manual you will want to keep because of the Amiibo data. The fact is that this thing works with Amiibo data for 12 listed games. So you can't use it with just about every game you would like to. There are 10 games, obviously the big ones: Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Animal Crossing, Fire Emblem Three Houses, Diablo is even there. What else is there? Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Super Mario Odyssey, all that stuff. So the thing is the different ways of using the Amiibo per game. So you want to have the manual somewhere safely stored. Now in this package, we see that there's this extra plastic layer, and there are the Joy-Cons. I absolutely, wholeheartedly love the design of these things. They look amazing, let's be honest. And they're even a little thicker, like this is the same cut as the official Joy-Cons, but they're just about twice as thick. Guess that's meant for better grip. Maybe that has to do with the rumble motor inside. Haven't opened up these guys yet. All the same, they look gorgeous. They have a duotone, right? There's that dark gray, there's a light gray, there's a little ridge over here that runs all around. That's really nice. It has relatively small buttons. I wish they would have like popped them out a little more. They feel a little bit inset. Other than that, they're responsive. There's nice clickiness. The joystick feels rather tight, but not annoyingly so. Button underneath, nicely pressed. plus button on the top there, a little small, all the same, just fine. We have a home button on the right one, obviously, and a turbo button on this one. So there's a turbo button for the right Joy-Con individually and for the left Joy-Con as well. You have your R button. It doesn't seem to be omnidirectional. If I press here, it responds different from when I press there. Then it has a digital ZR button. That one seems to be working well. A lot of decent quality. I've seen quite some third-party Joy-Cons come along, and this one actually feels really good. And then there are these SL and SR buttons if you want to play a split Joy-Con. It's actually fine. Yep, very nice. And the left Joy-Con, just about the same. Rather than the L and R, you have the L and R and ZR. You have L and ZL. You have the screen capture button, turbo button there. Same stuff with the Joy-Con, the joystick, and you have a split D-pad. Bit of an off shape, but it seems to be responsive. Very nice. All the same there. Sync button. This is an exact copy of the official Joy-Con. And down here we have a charging cable. I should say, yeah, it's one split charging cable. And I love that they went to the trouble of actually making a proprietary cable. So there's no USB-C or any other USB port on these guys. You can just slide them on the Nintendo Switch console, charge them that way, or plan B, you can slide them onto these little rails and charge them in that way. So it's effectively a custom style Switch. That's actually neat. Cool, good stuff. So let's go ahead and try out these things, especially that Amiibo data, in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Okay, so let's first check out the regular buttons, joysticks, motion control, and then move on to the Amiibo, right? So we have the joysticks, nice and tight, no drifting. That's always good to know with Joy-Cons. Seems to be working fine. Let's draw a weapon. There we go. Let's try and toss it. Okay, let's cancel that one. That works fine. Check the motion controls. This works well. Absolutely no problem there. That's really good. So then let's move on to the Amiibo functionality. Now, bear with me here. It's a bit of a procedure. So first we remove this Joy-Con, the right Joy-Con, and now we have a steady LED on player 1. We need to have it flashing for 5 seconds. We do that by holding down the plus and a home button. And now we have 2, 1 and 2. So you just have to cycle through these, hence the limitation on the number of games for which these Amiibo... there we go. See, the first one flashing 5 seconds. We'll put it right back on there. Dive back in the game, and now by holding down the L button, at least let's check, yeah, the Amiibo scanner is on, and the R3 underneath the right joystick where the sensor should be, the NFC sensor. We should have the oh, it's the other way around. Hold this one, then press L, and there we are. This Amiibo can't be used again today. Okay, guess we used that one already. Let's try that again. Hey, there we have some stuff. Hey, a treasure chest. Let's open that one. Holy, the fierce date is... That is awesome. That is awesome. Fierce deity sword. Isn't that one locked to an Amiibo? Like, you know, exclusive? Remember I said let's not toss that away? Well, there we go. There you go. Lionel, dismantle there. We go for the fierce deity sword. Awesome. Oh yes. Oh yes. Let's try that again. Holding down this one. Press the L. What do we get this time? Okay. Okay. Put my arrow back. And what do we have there? Shock arrow. Okay, nothing too exciting. Let's try this again. There's no space there. Okay, there we go. Crush that one. Okay. And what is this? Royal Shield. Not bad. Now, there is, of course, the biggest amiibo functionality in Legend of Zelda is the Wolf Link amiibo. Right, so there is no option of choosing your amiibo. That's a limitation with inbuilt amiibo. It just cycles through the entire list, basically. But for the Wolf Link, they made an exception. It should work with L and B, I believe. Did we get him? Are we getting him now? Is he coming? Let's see. There he is. Freaking awesome. And check that. Check in the bottom left corner of your screen. It's not just Wolf Link amiibo. It is Wolf Link with the maximum number of hearts. That is locked to actually, well, playing through the entire game, which is not so easy to do, rather difficult to get now. Even secondhand, that amiibo with all of the hearts saved to it, it's rather expensive. But here you go, man. Oh man, this makes me happy. This is good stuff. Let's see. Hey, I forgot I actually left a horse here. There we go. On to greener pastures. Awesome, guys. Absolutely awesome. And ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. The JYS Joycons for Nintendo Switch. Lovely little things, nice design, check. Really good detailing on those rims and the duotone, and obviously the Super Nintendo theme, right? There are different color options, I get that, but this one stands firmly at the very top of them all. And guess what? They come for 45 bucks. That's not too much for a second pair of Joy-Cons, and that too inbuilt amiibo data, right? And they have confirmed, JYS has confirmed, that they will keep updating the amiibo data as more amiibo get released onto the market. You already have your first set of Joy-Cons where you buy a Nintendo Switch. That's there, that's a given. So if you want to buy a second pair, I can wholeheartedly recommend these little things. They are good priced, they're very handy to use, especially if you're an amiibo lover and love to keep your sets boxed. They are very, very good in that case. They can even be like a portable amiibo collection. Yeah, you can take it to your friends, use them over there without having to risk carrying your amiibo around. So, what do you guys think? Leave a comment in the section down below if you're planning on picking these one up. Maybe you have already, would like to share your ideas. In any event, be sure to smash that like button if you have enjoyed this little review. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here, and I will see you next time.